somebody's going to tell me first about something to do with noodles and Li Ziqi, right?
Mhm. Okay. Firstly, let me explain the news. But before that, I want to ask Tate one question. Have you ever eat this kind of rice noodle?
Rice noodle. Mm,
Yes.
yeah, I have. Yeah.
But have you ever tried snail rice noodle? We call it 螺蛳粉 in China.
No, I don't think so. I've eaten a lot of strange things in China, but I don't think I've eaten that one.
Okay, so this kind of food is really hot in China. Uh, it the smell is really strange, and most of people think the smell of it is smelly. It's almost the same as臭豆腐 in China.
Okay, stinky
And
tofu.
yes,
Stinky tofu. Yeah, yeah.
that's
I've
it.
I've had that quite a few times. I love that. So I haven't had this snail thing though. The video that I have here playing too. This is somebody eating these type of noodles, right?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay.
This is a traditional Chinese food, and we all know that Li Ziqi is super hot both in China and out of China. Uh, this week, we got the news that Li Ziqi started a factory with the government, with the support of the government. They create a factory in Liuzhou. They will reduce this kind of snail rice noodle.
They're gonna produce it.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Before
Okay.
that,
Cool. But I
uh-huh.
I don't know if anybody that's listening to this. I don't know if everybody does know who Li Ziqi is, but she's really popular on YouTube and in China too. And what she does is she
Yeah,
lives a traditional kind of Chinese life. I don't mean traditional like from 10 years ago or something, but I mean um, she uses a lot of very older traditional or ancient types of ways of preparing food, getting her food ready, and she shows it all on
yeah.
YouTube, and it's all really clear and it's really relaxing to watch.
hmm well, before that, she used to cooperate with another brand to have a kind of snail rice noodle. But this time, she will have her own factory, and the government will support her because it's a kind of big thing. Uh, this kind of noodle is a traditional Chinese food, and in that city, most of the people they are eating this every day, and they are selling this. So the factory will help the city a lot. Means a lot of workers can find the work there. So I think it's a good news for
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Okay. So is she producing other things, or this is the first thing that she's producing, like from a factory and selling?
She used to has a brand with her name Li Ziqi. She has a Taobao shop, and selling some food like 肉酱. I'm not sure how to say it in English.
Some
Um,
Rojan. That's like that.
Meat
It's
mines.
meat sauce.
yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
yes,
Yeah.
and some similar food. Um, Also, she used there are a lot of KOLs on Taobao live streaming. They are selling her product.
Right.
And for this factory, I think that's interesting because I'm a super fan of this kind of noodle. I will buy and try it.
Yeah. Well, lots of people are just gonna try it just because it's from her, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, because Li Ziqi super famous, super hot. I will try it because I want to know if if it's real delicious or not.
So, do you know if this is traditional Chinese food, or like I was saying about the word earlier, in a country with such a long history, traditional can mean different things. I mean, do you know how
hmm
long this has been around?
Mm, I'm not. I'm not sure the answer, but I know maybe it's just similar to the dark noodle soup in Nanjing. They have a lot of history, a long history.
Sure. So it's going to be a local specialty there where she is, right?
Yeah, of course.
Do you want to move on to the next one? Because we have three different things here about Chinese traditional culture.
Okay.
So this one is another YouTube star here, Grandpa Amu, right?
Amu.
And he's not just a star on YouTube, but he's a star on a Chinese social media too, of course.
Yes. Actually, he got a lot of followers both in China and out of China. And this year, he signed a contract with Xigua Video. Xigua Video, Melon Video maybe. They don't have a Chinese name, but we usually call it Xigua Shipin. This platform belongs to 今日头条, so means in China, if you want to see the videos of Grandpa Amu, you have to visit 西瓜视频 or Douyin or other video platforms belong to 今日头条.
Right. Hold on. So you mean these platforms are with ByteDance?
Yes, they have an independent cooperation contract. He can only publish video on 今日头条's video platforms.
Yeah. Okay. But 今日头条 is the news one, owned by ByteDance, right? But you said that you said that you can also find his videos on Douyin too.
Yes.
Okay. And 西瓜视频.
Of course.
Yeah,
that's similar to Douyin.
That's one that I never used, but there's so many different video platforms out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, both 西瓜and Douyin are belong to 今日头条's company, and also last month, Grandpa Amu also joined the. He also took a video for a Chinese show. We call it Voice of China, and the video is really cool because the theme of the video tells people that the sound of his working, because he's doing that kind of working, the sound is also beautiful in the world. So it really matched the topic of the Chinese show, Voice of China. So I think currently he is not just an KOL. He is also the presentation of Chinese culture.
Okay, but tell us about the culture aspect of this.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it will be hard for me to explain because he is trying to use those wood to create all kinds of stuff like robots, some toys, and also a lot of buildings. He never use nails, just use those wood. So it's really amazing to see his work here.
Right. Okay. So it's a kind of artistry, right? And
yeah,
this has been something that, is it an ancient skill that he has learned, or is it something that like he has just been inventing on his own?
I heard he learned for this kind of technology for years because he started to do this kind of job when he was young. So he already do this for maybe 50 or 40 years.
Okay. And I'm wondering how this is connecting with modern culture in China. Like how is this traditional Chinese culture connecting with modern culture?
Because currently in China, like our generation, we only use CAD or some other tool to help us to like design this kind of picture or design some structure of the building. But for him, he just use pencil and paper to draw everything and create them. So because he how to say that, this kind of action and the culture, it caused a lot of young people say they also want to learn this kind of technology. So it will cause a trend, I think.
It'll cause what?
It will cause a lot of young people who are willing to learn this kind of old and traditional technology.
Yeah, it'll. You mean it's going to cause them to want to learn it?
Yeah, of course. I also
Okay.
saw some foreigners leave comments about that. They want to they want come to China and learn from Grandpa Amu.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the thing about these Grandpa Amu videos and also the Li Ziqi ones is that they don't really require words to have value, right? So they work really well cross cultures. That's why it's easy for them to get popular on YouTube and elsewhere, I guess, right? The video quality is really high. They're showing off something that is showing off something that gives people a feeling of, I don't know, something from the past, something artistic, something authentic, right? And these videos have such a high number of viewers and so many people like them. Meanwhile, we'll see videos coming out from the Chinese video or from the Chinese government, and it seems like they're trying really hard, but they can't usually get a whole lot of traction on them, even though they're trying to promote Chinese culture, right?
Yeah, of course. I think they worth it because they really have a lot of ideas and the technology.
So, and how's Grandpa Amu making money though? He's making it from that cooperation with the TV show, or what else?
I think TV show is just one point. That's just my guess. He make money from the YouTube. Also, he can make money from the traffic. Because currently we didn't see any ads in his video, so we just get he gets some money because of the traffic.
Right. Or maybe he's he probably just really does love to do these things, and that's why he's doing it. But I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out with his products of his own, like, for example, this thing that he's building here in the video that we're watching. If people are only listening, it's just, it looks like a puzzle that he has built, and that kind of thing could be remade. That thing could be made and sold. It could be expensive too.
Yeah, of course.
Enough about Grandpa Amu. How about we talk about some traditional Hanfu clothing?
So Tate, can you share the video we talked about earlier? Yeah, that's the one. So just a few days ago was the ceremony of the school starting. No, I shouldn't call ceremony. I think we should call, what's the term for that? The school all started in, I think, last Monday. So in Xi'an, which is a very traditional city, this particular school used a very traditional way to get in the school started. All the students in year 1, they are asked to wear the Hanfu, which is a clothing that people wear in like 2,000 years ago. So I think this is a new way for those young children to learn about their own Chinese cultures. Because we all know that in China, a lot of people are learning from West about Valentine's Days, the clothes they wear. But for now, there's a trend that the government suggests that students should learn about their own culture. Just like what Nara has shared with us, there's a trend that people are interested in the old Asian style of architectures, furnitures, and this is a way that students are getting interested in the traditional culture. I mean,
okay, hold on though. When you say traditional, where's this from? Like the clothes that
This
these
is
kids are
from
wearing here.
these clothes are from Han Dynasty. It's around 2,500 years ago.
That's a very long time. That's a very long time ago.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the equivalent for us here, if my kids were going to school, it would, I don't know what it would be, but it wouldn't be them. It wouldn't be them wearing cowboy stuff, and it wouldn't be them wearing top hats, as Westerners do sometimes in Chinese media. But it's a very, very long time ago, right? So I'm surprised to see them bring it up, and
Yeah.
people taking it up.
Yeah, I think making an example of that is like in Japan, people are wearing kimono very regularly. They even wear kimono on street. But in China, you don't really see a lot of people in the past wearing hanfu on the street or they shopping around. But now, if you walk on the China street, you can see a lot of young people or the girls and boys, they are wearing hanfu on the street. I think that is a symbol of that Chinese youngsters are getting interested in the Asian cultures. So I think that's a good thing to learn from, because I think in China we have a long history and we have a lot of things to learn from the past.
Yeah. Okay. And it's not just the kids that have been wearing hanfu. It has been women and other people that have taken interest in it recently, right?
Yes.
So where do you think this is going? If you guess, are there going to be a lot of people wearing these kind of clothes, or is it just going to be a fad for a while?
I think this will be starting to be a new trend. I think the school is starting to asking their children or the students to wear those kind of clothes, and from that, I think a lot of people who are interested in the culture, because the more videos you watch, and probably you just want to say, oh, I think I should buy one of the clothes on Tmall, and then you just try it and you wear it on the street, and gradually that people will start to accept this culture. I think in the past, if you wear these clothes on the street, the people looking very strange. Oh, why this guy is wearing those kind of clothes? They didn't really accept these cultures, but this is our own cultures. So I think will become a popular thing for people to wear in the clothes. It doesn't matter the age or the gender.
So who's making money from this? Because we talk about marketing, we talk about selling stuff in China. So is there opportunities for foreign brands to make money from this? I guess not, right? It must be made in China stuff.
I think it would be very difficult for foreign companies to making money on this, because they might not really getting to know about Chinese cultures. But for China domestic market, I think there's a good chance for some companies, just like what Li Ziqi has established. I think if they have been investing in this kind of culture, and they've been trying to produce clothes or small stuffs, architects, I think they can make a fortune on that. We're just gradually growing, I think.
I would like to add one point. For this kind of clothes, actually, it caused a lot of new companies come out. Some of the companies, they just design this kind of traditional clothes. Also, there are some companies, they will provide a place for companies or groups or individuals to take a video wearing this kind of clothes. Our company, we also took a video together last year.
Yeah, right. This is a clip from our weekly show about Chinese culture, Chinese technology, and Chinese marketing. If you like us, give us a like, subscribe, and you can see this show once per week live on Thursday evening or Friday morning, depending on where you are. Thanks, and see you later.